The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello and welcome into Week 7 of the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman picks up a 35-23 win over the UVA-wise Highland Cavaliers. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, congratulations. Moved to 7-0, first time for the program since 2003, eighth time all-time. The Eagles start a season 7-0. Another home win with some crazy rushing yardage numbers, another home win where you left a little bit out there. Break down the good, the bad, the ugly from the quality 35-23 win over a much improved UVA-wise team.
Yeah, they are definitely much improved. Coach Bass is doing a nice job. We're excited to win again, and anytime you can get a W, obviously it's hard to complain about that. At the same time, there's some things we can do better, which is obviously the nature of the beast. So we'll coach the guys hard today, and hopefully we can play better on the road at Emory and Henry this week.
I don't know what you're feeding Jaden Sullins in the calf before games at Burke-Tarr Stadium, but he's rushed for 494 yards in his last two in this stadium. 235 on 25 touches against the Cavs on Saturday. What are you seeing from him as he continues the growth and maturation as your fullback?
Right. He's a talented player. When I got the job, I remembered him. We recruited him at Navy. I kind of thought that was his position. Took him a little while to get going. There's some nuance to the position. Took our O-line a while to get going where we could actually run the fullback. But there were some plays the other day that, you could tell that he's been in the system a little while now. He can read the offensive lineman blocks. He did a nice job.
Felt like against Barton, and again, I say this with very little actual knowledge, so feel free to correct me. Against Barton, it felt like a lot of his yardage was extra effort. Against Wise, it felt like he was reading it. Is that a fair assessment?
I think there's probably something to that. A lot of the stuff he was running the other day was kind of reading the interior down lineman and then getting to the next level and reading offensive linemen's blocks on linebackers. So much improved with that. And the play we were running with him was a play that we've been working on, and a couple weeks ago we said we just got to get better at this.
You got better at it. This is a game where Wise was good through the air. You're still battling some stuff in terms of your secondary. Had a ton of guys hurt at Mars Hill. Jackson Ward played really significant snaps. What did you see from your secondary dealing with a Wise team that was willing to just chuck it all over the field?
Right. Well, we've continually done a good job against the run. I think they were maybe 70 yards rushing.
And all of that from Corcoran on scramble plays.
Yep, no doubt. They did make some plays in the pass game. We were down. Kendall Williams threw a suspension. One game suspension. He'll be back. I think we just got to do a better job. We got to get more pressure on the quarterback. And I will say this, though, he made some great throws and some highly contested plays, and you got to give their wide receivers some credit as well.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over UVA-wise, 35-23. And we break down the first half when we get back after this on the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
When it comes to the things you love the most in life, you want an insurance company who knows you and cares about you. At Carriage Hill Insurance, that's not just what they do, that's who they are. Whether it's home, auto, life, or business, you'll get the best coverage for the best cost. from Tennesseans who know Tennesseans. Carriage Hill Insurance. Insurance with a human touch.
Hey guys, it's Mark from the all-new Rusty Wallace Hyundai, and we're proud to be supporters of the Carson-Newman Eagles. At Rusty Wallace Hyundai, we're home of the 200,000-mile warranty and 3 years free maintenance. And we want to wish Coach Ingram and all the coaches, players, and fans a great football season. So come and check us out at RustyWallaceHyundai.com. So from my family and all the Rusty Wallace Hyundai family, talons up!
Back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman gets to 7-0 behind 500 yards of total offense and 400 yards rushing in a 35-23 win over UVA Wise. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside the Eagles head coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, a first half game started inauspiciously. You stopped Wise, get the ball, and first play, fumble it away, but your team recovered. I'm sure some gentle coaching took place after that play, but responded and recovered after falling behind.
Yeah, I think our first offensive snap, we just completely turn an interior A-gap player loose. The seventh game of the season, that just can't happen. It's inexcusable. We've got to do a better job there. Just not good. I'm still not very happy about that, but I love the way we responded after that. Obviously, they scored and went up, and I think we maybe scored the next 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, yep. You went on a little, we'll borrow the basketball term, 14-0 run. Yep. Wise kicks a field goal, but after the fumble and a punt, fumble punt, you score on your next 4 drives. You could make the argument that final possession in the first half. You did punt, but it was a 2-minute offense deal, and Wise got the football back with about 5 seconds left. But I would argue, outside of the first 2 possessions, as complete a second quarter as your team has played all season. What changed?
Yeah, I thought we played well there. We just did what we were supposed to do. We score 4 straight touchdowns. We're playing well. We get the ball back. We've got timeouts. We actually had a crossing route that we kind of threw in the dirt a little bit, that if we catch that on the run, we're definitely in field goal range. And then, so we started playing well and just did what we're supposed to do.
Carson-Newman led it at the halftime break by a score of 28-10. And here are those first half highlights. Side to the right. Whitson takes, will give on the dive to Sullins, and he is met immediately at the point of attack. The ball flies out, and the Highland Cavaliers jump on top of it. 2 tight ends to the left of the line. Scamble the single setback. Snap back, hand off to Scamble. No, Corcoran kept it left side. Corcoran breaks through a tackle, stumbles across the 10, and Corcoran outruns Jet Jones to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Zone read for Jake Corcoran is good for 21 yards and a touchdown on 4th and 1. For you to keep repeating that. Eagles go rocket toss to Ferguson right side. Ferguson has the first down, hop step right across the 35, stays inbounds inside the 30, and is knocked down along the right sideline, down at the 25-yard line by Jay Jones. Bradley slot right, Sullins the fullback. Whitson takes, midline option right, Whitson launches, Whitson scores, touchdown, Carson-Newman. Zane Whitson goes vertical to get in, and the Eagles a PAT away from tying this one up. 1-yard touchdown plunge by Zane Whitson. And it's 7-6 Cavaliers pending the PAT. Eagles moving with tempo. They give us to Sullins again. Sullins pounding straight ahead, pinging off of bodies across midfield before Mosby knocks him down in Wise territory down at the 47-yard line. 9-yard gain to bring up 2nd and 1. Eagles left hashes at the Wise 39. Whitson will take and give to Sullins. Spins through a pile of bodies. Sullins a cutback right at the 25. He's cut from behind to the boundary right side over the sack logo and brought down by Jimmy Simmons down at the 21-yard line. 18-yard gain. Jaden Sullins carving up on the Cavs on the ground. He's got 5 carries for 50 yards now as the fullback.
Fake the rocket toss does Whitson, rolls the pocket right, throws right into the end zone. Meeks goes up, plucks it out of the sky, and lands for 6. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Zane Whitson fires a frozen rope for his 6th touchdown pass of the season. Cade Meeks hauls in his 3rd touchdown reception, and the Eagles go ahead 13-7 on the 10-yard pitch and catch with 13:43 to go in the second quarter. Gun for Wise's 4th possession. Dozier in motion out of the backfield to the wide side left. Corcoran takes the shotgun snap, design run to the right, and he will not run away from Brandon Dumazil, who is into the backfield and slinging him down 2 yards deep outside the right hashes, back at the 33-yard line. Loss of 2 at 2nd and 12. Gladly allow the 3 as the ensuing kick sends Newsom to the right sideline and brings it in at the 7. He's across the 20 and 25. Newsom is seen to the 30, across the 40. Tight ropes along the right sideline, across the 45. He's brought down near midfield after a return of 42 yards. Whitson under center in the flex bone, takes the snap, will give to Sullins right side. Sullins has a seam, he stays on his feet with a spin move to the 35, ambles along the right sideline inside the 30, and is dragged down from behind, down at the 27-yard line by Elijah Matthews. 24 yards on the ground for Jaden Sullins, 6 carries, 74 yards for Sully, and 3 for the Eagles. Give to Sullins again. Sullins steps through a tackle, has first down yardage across the 15, angling to the 10, a stiff arm out of bounds, inside the 10, down to the 9, and he's shoved out by Jalen Jones. So 11 yards for Jaden Sullins, and the Eagles have first and goal from the 9. Whitson will fake the dive to Curtis, will keep it himself. The Red Sea parts for Zane, and he cruises into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day for Zane Whitson. Pulled it after the fake on the dive to Curtis, and he ambles the 8 yards to the house. 20-10, Eagles doubling up the Cavs with 6:05 to play in the second quarter. Left. Whitson takes, play fake to Sullins, back to pass, throws long left sideline, complete to Ferguson at the 35. Ferguson cut back right to the 20. He's buckled down from behind over the numbers right side and knocked down at the 16-yard line by Moosby. Cam Ferguson shimmies from his slot position and gets 43 yards through the air. 1st and 10 Eagles from the Cavaliers 16. Takes the snap, the give is to Sullins. Sullins powering his way to the house. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Jaden Sullins reaps his reward with his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. He's over 100 yards rushing for the 2nd time in his career, and the Eagles pad their lead. It's 27-10 with 1:57 to go in the second quarter.
All right, those are the first half highlights as the Eagles led it 28-10 at the halftime break over UVA Wise. Ashley, what was your message to the team in the halftime locker room?
The message was, I thought we had played really well for a long stretch there in the first half, after the start, to finish, to put a complete game together. I don't know that we've fully put it all together, which is obviously hard to do. So that was simply the message. And I thought we started that way. I thought we were heading in that direction, but,
Really very similar to the Barton game. 500 yards of total offense, 400 yards rushing. You've got Sully going for 2 bills. And yet, there's just a little bit that's left out there to make it not fully satisfying. In this case, 2 second half, the fumble notwithstanding, 2 second half drives where you had it inside the 5 with 1st and goal and weren't able to punch it in. How much does that stick in your craw?
It bothers me a lot. We have to be mature enough to put people away, and we're not mature enough as a football team to do that at this moment. We get it down. I think we're on the 1 or 2 yard line, and we kind of miss time of motion. We get tackled in the backfield on a 4th down. The next time down, we drive it down. We run a boot with some crossers. We kind of throw it in the dirt. It could have been another touchdown. We have a player who takes himself out of the game, So we have to take a delay of game to get the right personnel out on the PAT on a field goal attempt, and then we get a field goal blocked. And then they go 94 yards for a touchdown. So really frustrating, not the sign of a mature football team that can handle success. We did a lot of good things to get the ball to where it was. We've got to do better than that. And that was the message after the game is we'll never take winning for granted, but at the same time, you know, we've got to grow up and finish and do better than that.
Outside of your first two possessions, you moved the ball all game long, outside of the fumble and a 3-and-out on drive number 2. Your 3 second-half drives, the first one ended in a touchdown. I think the one that was ended in a blocked field goal was a 16-play, 8-minute monster that I'm sure you're glad the clock bled, but you'd like points at the end of it. You look at those things combined with Wise's 2 drives. Wise moved the ball from 88 and 94 yards out. One, credit them for not laying down and rolling over. They were definitely fighting to the finish. How much of that, too, do you turn to your defense? The percentages aren't great from 88 and 94 yards out to say, hey, you got to get them off the field.
Right. Oh, you have to. And, you know, we got guys that just need to do their job, and we can always play harder. The effort, the energy has got to get better. And maybe it's you think the game's in hand, and maybe you relax a little bit, maybe you drop your guard a little bit, but we just have to do a better job putting people away.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over UVA Wise, 35-23. We break down the second half when we get back after these messages. This is the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman tallies a 35-23 win over UVA Wise. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside the Eagles head man, Ashley Ingram. Ashley, second half, we touched on it before the break, where you came up short on some drives, but really did move the football well. What clicked for your offense outside of Jaden Sullins just running like a man possessed?
We did a good job up front, and they were basically kind of giving us the full back inside, and we took advantage of it. And we still made some throws. I think we were 6 of 10 passing and had 2 others we should have been able to complete. Did get the ball on the perimeter a few times and had some success. I thought we just executed.
The execution comes as your team continues to age and mature this year. Specifically, Jaden Sullins, he's touched the football 75 plus times these last 3 weeks. Is this just expected as the season goes along? The old, it's Novocaine, give it time, it's going to work.
Now, I definitely think there's something to that, but at the same time, offensively, we're going to take what the defense gives us.
Sure.
And they were giving us the fullback, and we won't get tired of doing it. We're going to move the football. And I say that it's it is funny, but some people want to be balanced. We want to move the football. We want to get first downs, and we want to score touchdowns, and whatever we need to do that. So if they're going to give us the fullback, we'll take the fullback. If it's our QB running, we'll take the QB running. If it's getting the ball on the perimeter with our slots, we'll do that. So we're going to do whatever it takes to move the football.
Again, you brought up the offensive line in starting to move people. How much of that is owed to your youth up front and your freshman starters mixed in with some guys like a Garrett Rice who He's been a reserve for the last few years, starting to grow up and mature at center.
Right. No, we're growing. We're maturing there. Turk Daniels, our left guard, is doing a really good job. Trey Edwards, another true freshman, is coming into his own at right tackle. Both are doing well. Garrett's a redshirt freshman, had not played any till this season, is doing a nice job. And then obviously Christian Hicks has been here a while. Emil Savage is in his second year. So we're starting to develop some continuity there. So we're playing better. We still made some mistakes that are, kind of head scratchers. We got to do a better job up front, just like everywhere else.
You bring up Turk Daniels. Is he an All-American, an All-Conference player, a Jacobs Blocking Trophy winner as a freshman?
He's a very good football player. I think he's an All-Conference player. I think we'll put him up for that. The guy walked in day one and has been a starter on the offensive line for a team that's leading the league in rushing yards, and he's consistently been our best offensive lineman. So I don't know what accolades come along with that, but he's doing a great job.
You'll leave the back half of that to me, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Load me up. All right. Carson-Newman wins over UVA Wise 35-23. Here are those second half highlights.
It's enough for a first down.
Cavs hustling. Corcoran back to pass on 1st and 10. Steps up. He's met. Corcoran is sandwiched. Corcoran is smashed. Jake Cottle fills the seam and stands up Corcoran for a sack back to the 35-yard line. -5 on the play. It's 2nd and 15, and the Eagles have themselves a sack for an 18th straight week. Sullins the fullback. They'll give on the dive to Sullins. Sullins is into the second level. He's across the 40, angling left sideline across the 30. Sullins 20 and 10. Sullins 2 hands to the ball as he gets inside the 5 and is caught and dragged down out of bounds at the 5 by Jalen Mosby and Braxton McPherson. Jaden Sullins carves up 48 yards on the ground to give the Eagles 1st and goal from the 5. Whitson will give on the end around to Bradley left side. Bradley clear sailing for 6. Touchdown, Carson-Newman.
Again, 6 guys collapsed on the dive look.
Wide open for Don Bradley to the left pylon. A 3-yard rush for Bradley, and the Eagles 34, the Cavs 10. 2 minutes gone in the 3rd. Corcoran under center. Takes the snap. Toss it left side. Scammell. Scammell met at the point of attack by Ja'Cory Long and Terry Lemon. And they turn him back with help from Christian Hicks. No gain to the 2. 4th and goal. I formation for Corcoran. Throws back shoulder fade. Left side of the end zone. High pointing it. Hauling it in. Goddard. He got it. Touchdown Cavaliers. The Cavs chuck it up to Dorian Goddard at 6'3" and 230 pounds. And he makes the grab on the fade. Clock. Whitson fakes the rocket toss. Bootlegs to the left. Whitson sets up. Going to throw long. That is complete to Jeremiah Carroll along the left sideline. Inside the 15. And he waltzes out of bounds down to the 10. 25-yard pitching catch to Jeremiah Carroll, his 3rd reception on the day. The target. I formation for the Cavs on 1st and goal. Fake the toss. Corcoran back to pass. Rolls right. Throws right side of the end zone. Has his target. Did he haul it in? Yes, he did. Goddard, good for 6. Touchdown Cavaliers. 2nd receiving touchdown of the day for Dorian Goddard. He had 1 touchdown catch all season. Whitson under center in the flex bone. Takes the snap. Toss to the right for Ferguson. Beats his man to the edge. Ferguson's across midfield. Hit at the knees and dropped down along the right sideline across the 45. Down at the 43-yard line. That's right at the sticks. Favorable spot by about a yard. Give him 10 yards and a 1st down at the Wise 38. Whitson. Speed option to the right. Pitch to Pearson. Pearson cuts free right sideline. Tight roping inside the 20. Inside the 15 and out of bounds down at the 11. Forced out by Braxton McPherson. Give Jalon Pearson 27 yards on the ground and a 1st down for the Eagles. Carson-Newman's up over 350 yards rushing on the day. It's bunched tight to the wide side left. Wick back to pass. He's pressured up the middle. He is hit by Christian Hicks and sacked back at the 29. Larry Slade dials up the blitz, and Hicks finds his home in the backfield with a massive sack. Cavs turn it over on downs, and it's still a 2-score game, favoring the Eagles with 5:03 to play in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 7. The give is to Sullins. He's over 200 yards rushing and breaking free second level. Across the 45, across midfield, and brought down by Mays in Wise territory down at the 48-yard line. A 21-yard gallivant for Jaden Sullins, and back into the record books for the 40th 200-yard rushing performance in Carson-Newman football history. He's got 2 of them with 2:17 on the day. Under center, he drops down, takes the knee, and that will sew it all up from Jefferson City. Eagles tally 400 yards rushing. They tally 500 yards of total offense. And for the first time since 2003, Carson-Newman is 7-0. Eagles do it with guile and gusto on the banks of Mossy Creek and beat UVA Wise 35-23. All right, those are the second half highlights as Carson-Newman moves to 7-0 for the first time since 2003. When we return on the Ashley Ingram Show, it's time for our Talent Talk, and that heads your way after these messages.
At Carson-Newman, we're not just creating nurses, we're shaping leaders.
Where else can you find a university that offers full room and board plus an unlimited meal plan for ROTC scholarship cadets? Only here, where excellence meets generosity. Step into our state-of-the-art skills lab, a sanctuary for practical learning exclusive to our nursing students. It's here that excellence becomes second nature.
With our student-focused approach, every class is an opportunity for personalized growth, thanks to our exceptional student-to-professor ratio. Experience a learning environment where collaboration thrives, supported by a strong bond between cadres and students, ensuring your success is never left to chance. And for those aiming to join our esteemed nursing program, high priority are given to Army ROTC nursing scholarship recipients, a testament to our commitment to your future. Dive into a nursing program where your military training at CST translates into academic credits, a rare opportunity to fast-track your degree. Join a battalion recognized for its outstanding performance, celebrated by the VA and the East Tennessee Military Affairs Council. This is where leaders are born, when you're not just prepared for the future, but you're prepared to lead it.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show is Carson-Newman improves to 7-0 with a 35-23 win over UVA Wise. Time for this week's Talent Talk, and walking the field with Andrew Rogers, it's Jaden Sullins.
Hi again, everyone. This is another episode of Talent Talk. Andrew Rogers here with junior running back Jaden Sullins.
Whitson under center, 1st and goal from the 3, left hashes. Whitson takes, turns and hands off Sullins. Sullins burrowing forward left side. Sullins is all the way home. Touchdown, Carson-Newman.
Jaden, let's start walking down the field. Let's circle back to your high school days. You committed to Navy, and Ashley Ingram was there at Navy and helped recruit you there. So talk about that relationship that you built about, 4 or 5 years ago now?
So yeah, he hit me up on Twitter, interested in me, and had a few conversations, and then he introduced me to another guy who recruited me. But yeah, it's pretty awesome that he ended up here and I ended up in the same offense, and I think it all worked out good.
All right, so then you ended up at Carson-Newman. Talk about, obviously, that was the previous coaching staff that recruited you to come here, but what stood out about this university to make you want to play football here?
Well, it was closer to home. You know, all the other universities that were recruiting me were about 8 hours away. All the other prestige programs that had a lot of wins, and the most interesting one was Carson-Newman. And I came up here on a visit, and the Christian aspect of it, I'm a Christian as well, so it stood out to me in the way all the love that the coaching staff showed me, and it was 4.5 hours away from home, and it's better than 8. So
yeah, of course. Let's transition a little bit to football because last year this offense was totally different than it is now in the triple option. You went from playing in the slot to the fullback spot on this year's team. What's that adjustment been like?
I'm an athlete, so I can play wherever. It's just about like a slot, you have to weigh a certain amount so you can move better than playing B-back. You get hit a lot more, get beat up, so I try to put on a little weight. But like I said, I'm an athlete, so wherever they put me, I'm going to make plays.
For Carson-Newman, man in motion, Whitson takes, will give on the dive Sullins. Sullins bursts into the second level. Sullins is across midfield. Sullins stays on his feet and sheds a tackle at the 30. Sullins in a foot race past the 20 and 10. A stiff arm. He dives for the pylon. Is he in? The official knocked to the ground. He is out of bounds at the 2.
All right, I'm going to change it up on you here. Let's ask a couple good questions. Fun, get to know you a little bit. What would you say your best quality is?
My best quality? I don't know.
Just about yourself, your personality?
I guess I'm outgoing. I don't know.
Okay.
I like to have fun, especially when I'm in the locker room with the guys, you know. When I say I'm exciting, I'm unpredictable.
Okay. All right, those are good. If you could describe your style in 1 or 2 words, what are you going with? So snazzy. Pick yourself out and think of yourself going out with some teammates maybe for dinner or something. What are you wearing? You have a unique style that people remember you for.
Yeah, shorts and a shirt. I'm never dressed up. Everybody has their own style. Everybody wants to be drippy. You'll probably catch me in some shorts.
Okay.
A shirt, maybe a cutoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out trying to look drippy, I guess. I don't know.
Favorite type of weather? You mentioned, so you got the t-shirt and the shorts. Are you a big summer guy?
Summer guy. I don't like the winter at all.
The cold weather will walk it in, obviously.
I like hoodie weather, yeah. I like the fall.
Okay.
Hoodie weather where I can wear shorts, but summer, I like to show off the body.
Of course. Let's circle back to football. You ran for 261 yards a couple of weeks ago, scored the game-winning touchdown against Mars Hill. Which one was better, that performance against Barton or the game-winning touchdown against Mars Hill?
The performance against Barton, probably, because it was one of those games where it was like you weren't about to have a heart attack, so it's more exciting. The game this past weekend, but Barton for sure, because I've never had a game like that since middle school.
I was gonna say.
So it's one of those things where it's like. It's one of those confidence boosters for the rest of the season.
Does that rank number 1 in all time in games you've played?
All time, all life, actually. So,
let's circle it back and look full circle here. The offense has done pretty good on the ground, whether it's you with the fullback dive or the slot backs involved in the option. How do you see this offense continuing to have success as this year progresses, but also in your time here with a couple of seasons left?
It's one of those things where it's like if you're going to stop me, then you got to try to stop the A-backs. Yep. On the outside, on the pitches, and if you stop both of those, then we're just going to throw it over the top of your head. So it's one of those things. It's a hard offense to stop, and I'm ready, and I'm excited for the rest of the season.
All right, Jaden, enjoy the time. Appreciate it. That is junior running back Jaden Sullins. I'm Andrew Rogers on another episode of Talent Talk.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew Rogers, Ashley Ingram, Jaden Sullins. We've done a pretty good job picking these and timing these up the past few weeks. Jaden Sullins, more than 500 yards rushing the last 3 weeks. 9th player in school history with a pair of 200-yard days to his name, and they come 3 weeks apart. What sticks out to you about his growth, maturation, and development, and becoming, at this point, if he's not an all-conference, I'm actually going to stop myself there because 3 weeks ago I said he was going to be player of the week, and I'd like to see the performance it would take, and then L.J. Turner rushed for 320 yards. All-conference resume. What's his development been like, not only on the field but off as well?
I think development's the right word. He's just continued to work hard. He's continued to develop. He's matured as well, just as a person, as a teammate. One of the best plays of the day, he breaks out running away from the K-sack, gets tackled on the 2 or 3 yard line, and he covers up the ball, and he runs off the field and lets me know, you see me cover up the football. But just doing the things that he's coached and understanding the value of protecting the football, because there were 2 or 3 guys trying to come at the ball, and understanding how valuable taking care of the football is to our success of our football team. So I've been super pleased with Jaden.
Well, as a first-year head coach, I don't think you can ask anything more of your team than to be in position to play a game that really matters at this stage in the season. Right. And that's what you've got this Saturday, traveling to Emory and Henry, de facto Mountain Division championship game. Win, and mathematically, you win the Mountain Division. Lose, there's still a chance that you could share it, but it would require some assistance from Mars Hill later in the season against Emory and Henry or somebody else, but Mars Hill would seem the most likely candidate. How thankful are you to be playing in a game with hardware implications here, the final one in October?
Oh, it's great. I think it's an honor and a privilege to play meaningful games late in the year. It's a credit to our coaches. It's a credit to our players. It's a credit to really everyone involved from the administration down with Carson-Newman football, that in our first season we're sitting here with an opportunity to go 8-0 and to play a very meaningful game this late in the year. So we're excited. The players, I know I'm critical of them, and I know that we're chasing perfection, but they've done a great job buying in. They've done a great job developing as a team, and we just need to take that next step, but it's exciting times here.
Should go without saying that Emory and Henry is a good club if you're playing them with the title for the division and the balance. Cause a ton of chaos, number 3 in the country in turnover margin, with a really good defense and an RPO offense that Charles Mutter seems to have grasped quite well, with some veteran receivers in Cam Abshire and Cam Peoples. As complete a team, I think, as you could play offensively and defensively. What sticks out to you about the Wasps?
Just like a lot of people we've played in this league, an older team, an experienced team, athletic team. They're really athletic on defense. They do a nice job. They got great quarterback play. They got great wide receivers. They're big up front. So we'll have our hands full. They're doing a nice job up there for sure.
Ashley, pleasure as always. Congrats on moving to 7-0.
Thank you.
It's Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier. This has been the Ashley Ingram Show. Thanks for watching.